Hey Book Club, Dan here from One Man Book Club with The Monuments Men, Allied Heroes, Nazi Thieves, and the Greatest Treasure Hunt in History. With that kind of title, who would not be excited to read this book? This is by Robert M. Edsel. Oh my goodness, I really wanted this story to be awesome. An actual World War II treasure hunt? Tens of thousands of paintings, statues, writings, silverworks, including works by immortals like Michelangelo, Raphael, Vermeer, Van Gogh, Rembrandt, Da Vinci, all literally were stolen by the Nazis from churches and homes as they pillaged their way through Europe. This really happened. It's true story. And this book documents this race through time into underground mines and actual literal castles scattered across Germany and Austria to find this art before the Nazis destroyed it. This is an amazing, white-knuckled, imaginative, thrilling, but fictional story. The story is true. It actually happened. It really happened. And I can hardly believe that it actually happened. Hitler was planning an empire that would stand for thousands of years. And his plans included the terrors of ethnic cleansing and annexing the governments of the world. But he also intended to make Germany the center of world enlightenment, which included a grand museum worthy of art. So the Nazi forces were tasked with the cleansing and the annexing and the stealing of art to bring it back to Germany. Now, if the art was not considered worthy, it was destroyed. And tragically, thousands of works were lost to Nazi idealisms. And when it became clear that their vision for the world was not going to happen, Hitler issued the Nero Decree, ordering the complete and utter destruction of the German infrastructure. Before the Allied forces could get to Germany, the Nero Decree included destruction of the art that they'd captured. Because if they couldn't have it, then no one could. And so the race was on. The Monuments Men were charged with saving the art and returning it to the owners before the Nazis could destroy it. They saved most, but many were not saved, including pieces by Rembrandt and Van Gogh and Raphael and others. Right? What a story. Holy cow. You want to read the book now, don't you? Well, that's how I thought of it. And that's how I got sucked in to wanting to read this story. And I found all of those exciting elements of that treasure hunt trying to sneak through this book. But sadly, while wonderfully researched, this story was so dull. I think the problem is in this subtle nuance. The story actually isn't about the treasure hunt. The story's about the treasure hunters. And while it's really wonderful to learn about the people who were involved, I didn't want to read about the people who were involved. I wanted to read about the treasure and the treasure hunt. There are so many people and places that are described and their histories given. I just lost track of who is who and where was where, and the histories and the biographies and the letters home. All of that just became unfortunately annoying lawn furniture that I kept tripping over trying to get to the treasure hunt. I would love someone like Michael Shara or Amar Towles or Daniel James Brown or Laura Hillebrand to write a fact-based hysterical narrative based on the story of the Monuments Men. This is some really tremendous history. And it's absolutely begging for a really talented author to write something amazing about it. The book, there's a movie about it with who's in it? George Clooney, Matt Damon, a bunch of people are in this movie. The movie was pretty cool, but obviously books are superior in every way. So now you know what the book is about. You can make your decision if you want to read it or not. There's no content issues. It's a long 459 pages. 5 stars for the story, 3 stars for the execution. because it drags a bit, it's very, a little bit tedious, I'd say best for 16 up. Don't get me wrong, it's not awful, it's just, I wanted it to be more about the treasure than about the people, and that made it drag for me. Maybe you'll find this book is right up your alley because, like I said, the history behind it is incredible. So, if you're interested, give Monuments Men a try. Happy reading, everyone.